This is Vishal from Equity Guru, and welcome to Chart Attack. What a roller coaster ride that we are seeing in the cryptocurrency markets, of course, on November 9th, just up and down. I remember seeing a big drop in cryptos, in Bitcoin specifically. Well, technically it hit all cryptos, but the chart I was watching was Bitcoin. Then all of a sudden, we see this major $1,300 spike. Everything looks good. And then we just plunge. And of course, we're already in what people are calling a crypto winter. But I think the crypto winter just took a turn for the worse when we have what people are now calling a crypto black swan event. And that is, of course, the FTX exchange and, the liquidity issues that they are seeing with this near collapse of the exchange. Of course, CEO of Binance as well. I'm just going to call him Mr. Zhao, of course. He is also involved with Binance looking or was looking to buy the non-US portion of FTX. Funnily enough, he tweeted, Mr. Zhao tweeted on Sunday that because of the, liquidity issues that they're sort of seeing or keeping an eye on, that they would sell off the holdings of FTX digital token FTT, which may have sort of started this big liquidity issue on its own just with that tweet. But yeah, people wanted to pull out their money and you're seeing this liquidity issue happening. And the billionaire, well, he's not a billionaire anymore, but Sam Bankman-Fried, the owner of FTX, the guy who created the exchange, has admitted that he has effed up and should have done better. And it looks like, they're looking, or he's now going to be begging for billions of dollars to stave off some sort of bankruptcy here. And of course, this can happen in the crypto exchange or in the crypto market because there are no regulations. So technically, these companies don't need to have the cash to be liquid, right? I mean, they say they do, but there's no auditing, and essentially there's no depositor insurance as well, right? That's the big thing. So if you lose your money here, you're not going to get it back. And I've even heard that some Canadian pension fund, it was the Ontario's teacher pension fund, invested into FTX here as well, which I sort of find quite surprising because think of a pension fund, that generally have to be in safe investments, but, investing in crypto. But maybe that sort of tells you that pension funds are looking for yields. But yeah, I just want to bring up this article. I wrote this article in September 7th, 2022. We talked about Bitcoin to 12,000. A lot of people laughed at it. A lot of people thought that this was maybe just me doing some hocus pocus technical voodoo magic. But the truth is, folks, our market structure strategy is quite high in probability. And all it does is it just measures the flow of waves, right? Or cycles, which we call lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend and higher lows and higher highs in an uptrend. And Bitcoin, weekly chart, all these cryptocurrencies were clearly in a downtrend and are still waiting to make their first lower high leg in the downtrend. And which is why I was saying, hey, look, it does look like we will go breaking below this support at around 18,000 and touch the 12,000 level because it just needs to happen to confirm this downtrend. And it does look like now that that is going to be the case. If we look at the weekly chart, it does appear as if we will confirm a weekly candle close below this 18,500 level, let's call it, which will then trigger our move down to 12,000 in maybe a couple of days or in weeks. I can't really give you a timeline, but basically the breakdown is triggered. And if we go to the daily chart, you'll see already, an important step in a breakdown, right? Because breakdowns and breakouts, they don't necessarily just go down in a straight line forever or up in a straight line. Of course, I say that, but I'm showing you this breakdown that happened on Bitcoin in June. And yeah, we just did go down in a straight line. But there was, a time where we did create a range and we did rally a bit before the sellers jumped in again. So technically what can happen in a breakdown is you get that retest, right? This is just what I like to wait for because I personally don't like to chase these big moves because of FOMO, right? Because there will be eventually a pullback as people take profits. which gives us an entry to short or go long if it's a breakout when price retraces a little bit and we get a bit of a relief rally. And this is exactly what we are seeing in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, where we will pull back to retest that 18,500 zone, where we should see some sellers, and we're already seeing signs of some sellers stepping in just before that 18,500 level. And then we expect to see, something like this, right? A continuation to the downside, just typical breakdown market structure trading strategy. Alternatively, if you are going to be bullish on Bitcoin, you want to see a false breakdown or a fake out, right? Which requires a candle close back above 18,500. And I think if you see a close back above 18,500, even on this weekly chart where we don't get that breakdown, then I think that is your bullish sign going forward. But as of now, everything is pointing to and is playing out as a breakdown retest. And I do expect further declines lower there. Ethereum, very similar, right? We broke down an important support level. We are now playing out that retest. You are seeing these sellers step in. Maybe the Ethereum levels here are actually much nicer than Bitcoin, but you can see the sell-off exactly at a resistance level. And again, folks, no wizardry here, just typical breakdown price action, which I've covered many times on my articles and on these charts here. Sometimes it pays to be patient, right? A lot of people react to these pullbacks or reliefs in a downtrend saying, hey, this is the bottom, this is the reversal, Bitcoin is green, it was down red yesterday, now it's green today, so is this the reversal? Just look at the longer term charts, look at your support and resistance levels, and work with those levels, because as I said, breakdowns and breakouts, you tend to see this retest, and that's exactly what I'm seeing, right? I'm just seeing typical price action, no signs of major reversals until we actually get a close above these breakdown levels. But this is the exact projection that I see for Ethereum as well, where we're likely going to be testing the major $1,000 zone on Ethereum, and if that breaks, then we're probably looking at 500 USD on Ethereum. But Bitcoin, like I said, been warning readers just on typical market structure that 12,000 is coming. Again, based on technicals, right? I couldn't tell you that this FTX event was going to happen. Many people, again, as I said, calling it a crypto black swan event. But this is why I think that there's power in technical analysis and also in basically what I call market structure. Yes, it did look like, hey, Bitcoin was going to create some sort of range, create some sort of support bouncing pattern here. Looked very good. Even I was considering this potentially as a double top, or sorry, a double bottom pattern. But again, I think what a lot of traders forget to remember is that these reversal patterns, in this case, potential double bottom or a range, requires a trigger breakout, right? You don't just buy the pattern or you don't just buy Bitcoin or any asset when you see that pattern. There's certain triggers that have to be met. And until that trigger is met, then technically we are still in that downtrend. So a lot of things to learn from this charts on Bitcoin and the crypto space, because I think it had a lot of people hopeful for a reversal. But as I said, folks, sometimes those long-term charts are really, really what you need to pay attention to. So to summarize, crypto black swan event, major support levels broken on cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and Ethereum heading lower. Bitcoin, I'm saying the target is $12,000 in US dollar terms. And as long as this retest here holds, I expect the sellers to pile in and continue lower. And there's two ways to play this short. Either you enter now and put your stop loss above the 18,500 zone, or you just wait till you get a close below these recent lows, because then that triggers the momentum going forward, and you just ride that wave down, placing your stop loss then, I guess, above the 18,500 level, and that's just technically your lower high. But that's it for me, folks. I know I'm probably going to anger some of the crypto guys. I've already been angering a lot of crypto guys with my recent articles, to be honest. not just on Twitter, but also on Instagram, where I share some of my stories on cryptocurrencies and where I see them going. But again, folks, I trade the charts I see, not the charts that I want to see. And I do think that cryptos here are strongly heading lower just based on the technical analysis here. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments below. Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space here in general. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to follow us, as I will be posting more crypto breakdowns and also general technical analysis, updates on the markets and other assets that I see. That's it for me, folks. Happy trading, and I'll catch you guys all in the next chart attack video.